Imagine this. You're in a doctor's office, fluorescent lights buzzing overhead. The air feels heavy, your hands go cold. Then comes the word, cancer. It lands like a punch to the chest. In that moment, your world tilts. Your brain floods with questions. Why me? What caused this? What can I do now? Maybe this isn't your diagnosis, but someone close to you, a parent, your partner, your best friend. You're scrambling for answers. You're searching for hope. Something real. Something that might make a difference. I'm Dr. Lee, and today we're having a straight-up, honest talk about something that often gets overlooked, food. Not some trendy superfood of the week nonsense. Not miracle cures. I'm talking about real, accessible foods that work with your body's natural defenses and actually support your fight against cancer. Welcome to Dr. Lee Unplugged, where we leave behind the fluff and break down what really matters for your health, backed by science and grounded in truth. This video isn't just for people with cancer. It's for the caregivers. The friends. The folks who just want to stay a step ahead of disease. So pull up a chair. Maybe grab a mug of green tea. Let's get into how food can be one of the strongest allies in your corner. Ready? Let's dive in. Let's start with a tough reality. Too many people facing cancer are never told how food can support their treatment. I've seen it over and over, patients sitting across from their doctor, hungry for guidance, only to be told, eat whatever you like. Just don't lose weight. That's like telling a firefighter to battle flames in flip-flops. It's not just outdated, it's dangerous. Food matters. It matters a lot. See, your body isn't defenseless. In fact, it comes equipped with 5 remarkable defense systems that work 24/7 to fight off disease, including cancer. Here they are. 1. Angiogenesis, the process that controls how blood vessels form. Cancer tries to hijack it to feed itself. 2. Regeneration, the ability to replace damaged cells with new, healthy ones. 3. The gut microbiome, a complex universe of bacteria in your gut that regulate inflammation and immunity. 4. DNA repair, your body's way of fixing genetic errors that could lead to cancer. 5. The immune system, your frontline soldiers against rogue cells. These aren't just fancy terms. They're built-in systems you already have, and the right foods can strengthen them. And when combined with treatments like chemo, immunotherapy, or surgery, the results can be powerful. Let's be clear, this isn't about picking food instead of medicine. It's about food alongside medicine, working together. Strengthening your resilience, giving you a fighting edge. So why aren't more doctors talking about this? Here's the truth. Most oncologists aren't trained in nutrition. When I went through med school, we had, get this, 1 week of nutrition in 4 years. That's it. I had to dig into the research myself to understand the link between food and health. And most doctors are in the same boat. They're experts in drugs and surgery, but when it comes to food, many just don't have the training. But there's hope. Newer doctors are more open. They're seeing firsthand how lifestyle impacts outcomes. If you're choosing an oncologist, find someone open to a holistic approach. They may not have 30 years under their belt. But they might bring something just as valuable, an openness to integrating food into your care. Still, you don't need to wait for anyone's permission. You can start now. This isn't hype. It's backed by hard science. Take this. A study looked at 826 people with stage 3 colon cancer. Those who ate just 2 small handfuls of tree nuts, like walnuts, pecans, or almonds, per week had a 57% better survival rate. Why? Nuts are full of healthy fats that fuel your immune system, plus fiber that feeds your gut bacteria, reducing inflammation. Or this. A separate study of 249 cancer patients undergoing immunotherapy showed that those who didn't respond to treatment were missing a key gut bacterium called Akkermansia mucinifera. Want to grow more of it? Eat foods like pomegranates, cranberries, mangoes, chili peppers, even Chinese black vinegar. This is what real food can do. It's not magical. It's biological, but before we talk about what to add, we've got to talk about what to cut. Because yes, some foods do make things worse. Let's start with a big one: processed meats. Bacon, sausage, deli meat, hot dogs, ham, salami, these are officially classified as Group 1 carcinogens by the World Health Organization. That means they're in the same category as tobacco and asbestos. Regular consumption, over months and years, raises your risk for cancers, especially in the digestive tract. Let me be clear, it's not that one BLT will ruin your life. It's about long-term exposure. It adds up, quietly, over time. Now, what about grilling, that smoky, charred flavor? It's a hidden danger. When fat drips onto open flames, it creates compounds called polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, PAHs. These coat the meat with toxic residue. Add in the heat from grilling, and now you've also got heterocyclic amines, HCAs, another cancer-linked compound. Worse, if you don't clean your grill grates, you're just passing those toxins from one meal to the next. Think about it, your grilled salmon might be picking up the residue from last weekend's steak. But I'm not here to tell you to give up your backyard barbecue. There's a smarter way to enjoy it. Here's how to lower your risk. 1. Clean your grill, before and after every use. Scrape off the blackened residue. It's not seasoning, it's carcinogenic. 2. Avoid the smoke, don't stand right over the grill breathing it in. 3. Marinate wisely, use tropical fruits like pineapple or mango. The natural antioxidants help neutralize harmful chemicals. Even better, add turmeric or cumin to your marinade for extra protection. 4. Grill less often, make it a special treat, not a weekly habit. Alright, now for the part you've been waiting for, let's talk about the foods you should be eating. These are your nutritional allies, the ones that empower your body and work hand in hand with your treatments. We'll begin with anti-angiogenic foods. Remember, tumors need blood vessels to grow. Once they latch onto your body's angiogenesis system, they can explode in size, sometimes by 16,000% in just 2 weeks. So what cuts off that blood supply? Soy, tomatoes, green tea, coffee, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, packed with omega-3s, berries, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, red grapes, cruciferous veggies, broccoli, kale, cauliflower, bok choy. These foods contain compounds that starve tumors by choking off the blood supply. Think about that next time you're tossing a handful of blueberries into your yogurt. You're not just having a snack, you're supporting your body's fight. Now let's talk about a lesser-known but incredibly important piece of the puzzle: cancer stem cells. Think of these like the sleeper agents of the cancer world. They're small, stealthy, and dangerous. Even if most of a tumor is destroyed through treatment, these cells can survive, and come back stronger. If cancer returns, it's often because these stem cells weren't eliminated. But here's the good news: certain foods can help target and neutralize these cancer stem cells. Let's start with purple potatoes. Yes, those vivid, violet beauties you see at the farmer's market. Their deep color comes from a group of antioxidants called anthocyanins, and research has shown they can attack colon cancer stem cells directly. One study even found that purple potatoes reduced colon cancer tumors in lab animals by nearly 50%. Then there's green tea. It's loaded with EGCG, epigallocatechin gallate, a powerful compound that inhibits cancer stem cells in breast, prostate, and colon cancers. Coffee also plays a role, containing natural acids and antioxidants that disrupt cancer stem cell development. And don't forget about tree nuts like almonds, walnuts, and pecans. They not only feed your healthy gut bacteria, but also help weaken cancer's ability to bounce back. Imagine starting your day with a cup of green tea and a handful of walnuts. That's not just a healthy breakfast, it's a strategic strike against cancer's backup forces. Now let's talk about your immune system, your body's built-in defense team. When you undergo chemotherapy, your immune function often takes a hit. Your white blood cells drop. Your defenses weaken. That's why it's crucial to bring in foods that help strengthen immunity and keep your system running strong, one of the most powerful immune boosters. Broccoli sprouts. These are the tiny, 3 to 4 day old versions of mature broccoli, and they pack up to 100 times more cancer-fighting compounds, especially sulforaphane. This compound activates enzymes that protect your cells and ramps up T cells and natural killer cells that destroy cancer. Other immunity-supporting foods include blueberries, rich in flavonoids that increase the activity of immune cells, chili peppers, which contain capsaicin, a compound that can help reduce cancer cell growth, walnuts, again, for their combination of omega-3s and antioxidants. These foods don't just taste great, they reinforce your body's internal army, helping it recover and rebuild. Let's shift now to something that affects nearly every part of your health. Your gut microbiome. Inside your digestive tract are around 39 trillion bacteria. These microscopic creatures influence inflammation, immunity, metabolism, even your mood. And when it comes to cancer, they're a big deal. A healthy gut helps lower inflammation, and that's key, because inflammation is like fertilizer for cancer. The more inflamed your body is, the more comfortable cancer feels setting up camp. So how do we create a gut environment that fights for us instead of against us? You need to feed your gut the right foods, specifically prebiotics and probiotics. Let's start with prebiotic foods. These are high-fiber, plant-based foods that serve as food for your good gut bacteria. Some of the best include lentils, chickpeas, black and white beans, mushrooms, even the humble white button mushroom, avocados, raspberries. Raspberries, by the way, are a gut health superstar. Despite their size, they're one of the highest fiber fruits out there. All that fiber acts like fuel for your beneficial gut bugs, which in turn produce short-chain fatty acids, natural compounds that travel through your bloodstream and reduce inflammation, almost like biological fire extinguishers. Now for probiotics. These are foods that contain live, beneficial bacteria. Some top sources include kimchi, sauerkraut, full-fat yogurt. Yes, full fat, it's not the enemy. The key with yogurt is to choose varieties that are unsweetened and contain live cultures. Don't fear the fat, the probiotics in full-fat yogurt can help regulate cholesterol, improve digestion, and even enhance immune function. Want to know if your gut is in fighting shape? Consider taking a gut microbiome test. There's simple at-home kits. You take a small stool sample, send it to a lab, and get a detailed breakdown of the bacteria living inside you. Some reports will even tell you if you're missing critical strains like Akkermansia mucinifera, which, as we discussed earlier, plays a huge role in successful immunotherapy outcomes. If your oncologist isn't familiar with these tests, ask a family member or friend to help you find a reliable one online. Once you have your results, bring them to your doctor. They might be surprised by what you've uncovered. It's like getting a behind-the-scenes look at your body's control panel. Now, if you or someone you love is newly diagnosed with cancer, you're probably wondering, where do I start? Here's the truth. There's no one-size-fits-all plan. Everyone's body is different. What works for one person might not work for another. That's why personalized nutrition is so important. For example, a cancer patient with diabetes needs a different dietary approach than someone with an autoimmune condition like celiac disease. That's where tailored plans come in, based on your individual health status, medical history, and lifestyle. In my online course Eat to Beat Disease, I walk through how to build a personalized, science-based nutrition strategy. But even if you don't take the course, you can still follow a few universal principles. 1. Focus on anti-angiogenic foods. These help starve tumors by blocking the growth of blood vessels. 2. Eat immune-boosting foods, to support your system during treatment. 3. Prioritize gut-friendly prebiotics and probiotics, for inflammation control and overall resilience. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about consistency. Adding lentils to your salad, a few slices of avocado to your toast, or some sauerkraut to your dinner plate might seem small, but over time, those small choices can create big shifts. We have to get one thing straight: food is not a magic bullet. It's not going to replace chemotherapy, surgery, or immunotherapy. But it will support your recovery. It will enhance your strength. It will optimize your healing. Think of it like this: your treatments are the engine. Food is the oil that keeps everything running smoothly. Or better yet, think of food as the armor. You're already in the fight. Let's make sure you're equipped to win it, so here's your action step: don't wait for your doctor to bring up nutrition. Take initiative. Rewatch this video. Write down the foods we've covered. Start incorporating them, bit by bit, into your meals, because when it comes to cancer, every decision matters. And every bite can bring you one step closer to healing. Let's bring everything together now. By this point, you understand that food isn't just about calories or weight, it's a tool, a weapon, a strategy. It's a way to support your body's natural defenses and amplify the effects of your treatment. So let's revisit those key food groups, your cancer-fighting allies. Anti-angiogenic foods help starve tumors by cutting off their blood supply. These include green tea, tomatoes, soy, berries, cruciferous vegetables, fatty fish, coffee. Immune-boosting foods help keep your internal army strong during treatment. Broccoli sprouts, chili peppers, blueberries, tree nuts like almonds and walnuts. Prebiotic foods feed your gut's good bacteria. Beans and legumes, lentils, avocados, raspberries, mushrooms. Probiotic foods restore balance in your gut microbiome. Kimchi, sauerkraut, full-fat yogurt with live cultures. These categories aren't just random lists, they each serve a purpose. Together, they form a holistic framework for building a cancer-resilient body, and yes, you can do this. One step at a time. Let me give you a simple visual. Imagine your plate divided into sections. 1/3 is filled with deeply colored vegetables like kale, carrots, red cabbage, or broccoli sprouts. 1/3 includes high-fiber plant-based proteins like lentils or chickpeas. The final third, whole grains, fermented foods, and healthy fats like avocado or walnuts. Throw in some berries for dessert and green tea to sip, and you've got a meal that actively supports your health, not just fills your stomach. And don't underestimate the impact of these small shifts. Science has already proven it. Remember the colon cancer study I mentioned earlier? Just 2 handfuls of nuts per week improved survival rates by 57%. That's huge. That's not a trend. That's evidence, or the study showing how people on immunotherapy responded better if they had healthy levels of certain gut bacteria. Gut bacteria you can cultivate by eating specific fruits, spices, and fermented foods. It's all connected. Now, let's talk about how to start, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed. You don't have to do everything at once. Instead, pick one change and commit to it this week. Maybe it's replacing your afternoon snack with a handful of almonds. Or swapping your morning coffee creamer for unsweetened green tea. Or adding lentils to your soup. Start small. Be consistent. Build from there. Food is deeply personal. It's tied to culture, habits, family, comfort. You don't have to give up everything you love. This isn't about deprivation, it's about integration. Let's say you love tacos. Keep the tacos. Just change the filling, use lentils or black beans, add avocado, top with fermented cabbage or homemade sauerkraut. You've just turned comfort food into healing food. Love burgers? Grill a portobello mushroom or a turkey patty, top it with tomato, onion, and some greens. Add a side of roasted purple potatoes. That's a cancer-fighting plate right there. See the pattern? You're not losing, you're leveling up. Now I know some of you are watching this thinking, okay, this sounds good, but I'm not sure I can do it. You can. And not just because you have willpower, but because you now have knowledge. You understand the why. You understand that food isn't just fuel, it's a biological message you send to your body with every bite, and even more important, you're not alone. There's a growing community of patients, caregivers, and health professionals waking up to the truth that medicine and nutrition belong together. That you can fight smarter when you bring both to the table, still unsure where to turn next. I've got you. If you want a deeper dive, check out my book, Eat to Beat Disease. It's packed with science-based insights and practical strategies that walk you through the how, why, and what of food as medicine, or explore my online course, where we go step by step through personalized nutrition planning, food pairings that enhance treatment outcomes, and how to build a weekly meal plan that works with your lifestyle, not against it. but even if you never buy a book or take a course, you can start today. Here are a few power habits that take just minutes a day. Add broccoli sprouts to your salad or sandwich, snack on walnuts or almonds instead of chips, toss some blueberries into your morning oatmeal or yogurt. Sip green tea in the afternoon instead of soda, add mushrooms to your stir-fry or soup, blend a smoothie with pomegranate juice, cranberries, and chia seeds. Each of these is a choice to build strength, resilience, and healing, and don't forget to involve the people around you. Invite your family to join you. Teach your kids about why you're making different choices. Food is one of the few things we do every day that connects generations. Make it meaningful, and if your doctor isn't on board yet, don't worry. You're not defying them, you're complementing their care with actions that support your recovery at home. Be your own health advocate. Share what you've learned. You might even inspire your doctor to take a closer look. Here's the truth: you have more power than you think. Cancer is a serious opponent. But your body isn't helpless. It has powerful defense systems built in. And food can help switch those systems on, sharpen their response, and strengthen your recovery. This isn't about hope without evidence, it's hope with science. Hope with action. Hope with real tools. So next time you're in the grocery store, take a moment. Look at your cart. Ask yourself, is this helping my body fight? If not, make one swap. Just one. Grab salmon instead of sausage. Pick up a pint of blueberries. Try some sauerkraut or kimchi. Each item is more than food, it's a decision. A step forward. A small act of resistance. A small act of healing. That's it for today's episode of Dr. Lee Unplugged. If this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next deep dive into food as medicine. Because trust me, we're just getting started. Want more? Grab a copy of Eat to Beat Disease, or sign up for my online course to take this journey further. Whether you're fighting cancer, supporting someone who is, or just choosing to live better, this is your roadmap. And finally, take one step today. Just one. Maybe it's green tea. Maybe it's broccoli sprouts. Maybe it's taking notes from this video and putting them on your fridge, because every choice matters. Stay strong. Stay empowered. And keep fighting smart, with food, with science, and with hope. See you next time.